Okay. Can you see my screen? Am I still frozen?
You're good, Kat.
Okay, thank you. All right, so tonight we have an amazing session on HO exposure. Basically, we're going to be going over how to invite and expose the business opportunity and create new coaches. So a little bit about me. For those of you who don't know me, I got started on Herbalife on the products about 6 years ago. I've been coaching now for a little over 5 years, and I was looking for improvement in my health. So I got started on the products and I lost 135 pounds. I feel amazing, have so much energy, and decided that the business opportunity was too good to pass up, as I had so many friends and family asking me what I was doing and how to get similar results. So I'm going to go a little bit over tonight the power in recruiting new distributors, as it's such a major part of our business. And super excited because the shift in this, you can really see that everybody is really putting a focus on this. So we're going to go over kind of the flow and why it's so critical for our business. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the different types of Herbalife opportunity meetings. So that's what HOM stands for. We have a variety of methods, if you will. We have in-person, so those live HOMs, either at clubs. We have video or online, so maybe a link that Herbalife has provided, and or maybe you're doing your own online HOM. And then of course we also have our Herbalife corporate events like W Extravaganza. We also have STS. So I hope everyone on this call has their ticket and is signed up and ready to rock it this weekend at STS. But in addition to that, I really hope you have some people coming with you too, because that's really what the nature of those events truly is. So how do we do it? Who are we inviting? You can see here, I really encourage the use of social media. I mean, it's everywhere. Are you messaging people? Are you posting on your story? Are you showing pictures of how much fun you're having at events? There's also in-person invitations. Otherwise, people love to email, text, or even pick up the phone and call some people. I know that still happens still. And who are you really encouraged to, talk about? So talk about it to your friends, to your family, to your circle of influence, and don't assume, just ask them. So when I first got started, I really didn't ask any of my family members because I just assumed they knew what I did. They could come to me and ask. But once I started to ask more and encourage and follow up, then I had even some now family members join me in the business, which is super fun too. Talk to your PM base, talk to your retail customers, talk to your club customers, and don't, prejudge anybody in the club. If you're utilizing a club or owning a club, do your club walls talk. So you can see here in some of the pictures, we have a promotion wall. It's really fun. People are like, ask questions like, what is the 25%? What is the 30? What is the 50? What does that mean? And hey, great. You can come and check it out at the event this weekend on discounts on how to have discounts on your own personal products or profit that you can earn. So it's just fun to see people ask questions about what we're doing. We constantly promote recognition within advancements within the Herbalife marketing plan as well. So create excitement and buzz. We always like to have a little board at our club saying who's going to the STS and having other sideline or people at the club talking about it versus just you. So there is a buzz and excitement on that HOM that's coming up. So when it comes to STS, I hope you guys have a goal in mind on how many people you're going to bring with you. Instead of if it happens, it happens. Be intentional, ask questions, talk to these people, and try to fill a row and bring people with you. All right. So a little bit more about the flow. So first, of course, you get your invite out, like I just mentioned. Then you expose them through that HOM. So like I said, there's a variety of options. And then we also have what's next? Like, okay, they came, then what? Do you just like walk away? No, of course not. You're going to have them shadowing and have a discovery session with them. And make sure you utilize your team tools and check out the checklists on some of those discovery sessions, what they look like. Ensure that they're clear on expectations and the culture, and then have them sign up as a distributor so that they already know what they're getting themselves into. Create that excitement and have them sign up, and then they get to work, right? Get them started on your team's flow, working on those 3-day trials, qualifying for DAP. We are wellness coaches first, of course. And then they're starting to start to have that confidence to start building their customer base. And really then when they're starting to work behind the bar, they're really earning behind the bar at that higher discount. Also, what's so critical about these HOMs and filling your funnel with these new distributors is that if we're wellness coaches and we have massive memberships at the club, that's really taking full advantage of royalties, and royalties are of course king. So we aren't just shake makers. We're not just showing up, blending some stuff and going home. We're wellness coaches. We contribute to the club growth while we're also coaching. So what the power on that is that, for example, my organization only has one club right now, but we are a 2.5 GET organization, which really truly stands for wellness coaches first. So as we expand and grow with that mindset, it's going to be an amazing shift for them. So with that, I really want to talk about some people that are moving and grooving with some HOMs. So first up, I'm going to have Mariah unmute, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she's doing with some online HOMs.
All right. Hello, I'm Mariah. I am originally from Lake, Wisconsin, but I am on the East Coast right now because I attend Princeton University. So a little like product story. I was introduced on my senior year. I'd go to Royal every single day. I really got into the products though because I was a D1 hockey commit, like looking to level up my game, like wasn't really seeing like super like results in the gym compared to like other D1 commits that I had seen going through my high school. So since being on the products, gained tremendous amount of muscle, but most importantly, I'm prepared to do this college thing that I'm doing at an Ivy League school, being a D1 athlete, and also working on my Herbalife business as well, like taking every single minute of the day and putting that in. So all of like my products have very much helped me keep energized for my very busy day. So some of my tips for I do a lot of like online HOMs because I'm away. So, and everyone in my age is like at college, like all around the United States. So I do a lot of HOMs online through Zoom. And what I do is I take 10 people and I literally scroll through your followers who haven't even talked to in like a long time. I've been talking to people that I haven't talked to since I was like 10, playing hockey with them. And like, they've been watching me on Instagram, like posting about Royal and like working there. And so I take 10 people and I message them. I make it like personalized because I have found that people, it's like a little bit it's the same thing that I say. It's like, hey, so-and-so. But I try to make it personal because I have found that if I don't like try to be relatable as like my fourth point right there, that they don't even respond at all. Like I'll see it on Instagram, they'll just be seen. So if you don't like make it relatable or even say their name, like I would send out a message at first that just said hello and didn't even say their name, and they didn't answer. And I was like, well, why? And it doesn't say their name, doesn't be relatable at all. And then the last thing I would do that I do all the time is I watch social media. If they're posting in the gym, I always slide up on their story and ask like, oh, what are you doing in the gym? Certain things like that. If you ever see like anything with like, they're posting about their food, they're posting about their fitness, slide up. And if you think it's weird, I thought it was so weird at first to slide up on people's stories, and now I do it all the time. And I've made so many connections and conversations with that. So for my latest my online HOM, I invited 10 people. Like I said, I always focus on 10 because I have also forget to respond. I open it and I forget to respond. So that's why I always only do 10. 4 couldn't make it, but asked when the next one was. 3 showed up, and all 3 of them are interested in discovery sessions. We've been talking while I'm still at school. On my way to my class, I just will text them. 1 signed up as a preferred member, and 1 was a retail customer. So super excited about that. But yeah, all in all, I would just say, who cares? Slide up. Like I do it all the time, daily. Just keep sliding up on all the Instagrams or Facebook or anything. Just slide up like that. But I think that's it. Oh, income last month with sliding up all the time was $1,043.12.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mariah. So what I heard there is you're leveraging little nooks and crannies in your day. You're making this business work part-time from school. You're really busy, D1, Ivy League school. That's a lot of pressure. And you're still making a lot of time for your business around the pockets of your day. So congratulations. She's also in her cut for world team this month, and she's rocking it. So $1,000 around, around your schedule is pretty amazing. So congratulations on that. Okay, so thank you. We're gonna move on to Whitney, who's rocking some things. As she's a brand new club owner and she's a world team member.
Hey everybody. So I'm Whitney and I got started in the business about a year ago. I've been on the products for about 4 years now. I've lost body fat, gained about 10 pounds of lean muscle, and gained a lot of energy, which I'm the same as Mariah, has helped a lot with college. So it's just really cool, like she said, being a new club owner, that I get to start from the bottom up basically and see what works and what doesn't work for HOM invites and event invites in my community, because every community is going to be so different. So my first thing is, everybody has heard this so many times, listening across the bar for your customers for keywords. So some people talk about how much they don't like their job. Some people want to spend more time with their kids. Just listening to things that are happening in their day-to-day lives, and then not only listening to them, but then responding. Like, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, you're really tired? Oh, you should try a lift off. But maybe you should think deeper, like ask them, oh, why are you tired? Or like, how is like your work? What do you not like about your job? Like, try to dig deeper at the reasons why they're feeling this way, and then realign what you tell them about the business or about the products to personally affect them individually. The second thing is making an environment people want to be a part of. So if you're in your club and you're kind of, dressed kind of lazily, you're just not really energetic, is that really going to be an environment that people really want to be a part of? If they see you in, like sweatshirt, your hair's in a messy bun, and you look like you just rolled out of bed, is that how people are going to want to start their days? Like, if you start at 6 in the morning, you need to be ready to go and energetic at 6 in the morning, so that people come in and they're like, why do you have so much energy? Because that's the best, when people say that to you and you say, oh, well, this is why, and you can tell them all about it. It just gives you a way to start a conversation with that person, and then explaining the products and what we're doing and how they can be a part of that as well. Next one, Kat already said this, but don't prejudge people. And that goes as deep as like looking at people who are shy. Like, maybe people aren't super open and they're not really like, they don't know what to do when they come into the club, but those people could be great coaches. You just don't know them enough yet. So try to break through to those people, break through their shell. Like, I was kind of nervous the first time I came into a club, so I try to put myself in their shoes and understand from their point of view. The last one is paying attention to people who are helping across the bar. So maybe you're in the club and you notice people who come in and they're new and you're really busy, and there's somebody who comes in all the time and they're like, oh, I can totally help you. Like, this is the tea, this is the shake, this is what this does. Because I have a girl, her name is Kayla. She actually was somebody who came to the HOM with me on Monday, and she does that all the time. She brings in new people and she explains the whole deal to them. And then I'm like, okay, seriously, you need to work here. And she is actually one person who set up a discovery session with me. So on Monday, it was our first HOM at Border, and I had 10 invited people. 4 people said they were going to show up. 2 people actually showed up. And then one of them, Kayla, was interested in doing a discovery session. So she's going to start down there with us with some shadowing hours. And then the other one was interested in buying product. So.
Awesome. I'm not sure if she's frozen or if I'm frozen, but what I caught there from Whit was that she's truly a wellness coach first, and she's paying attention to their needs, but she has that mindset shift of really truly thinking with a recruiting hat on and really looking at it from a HOM invite perspective. So really inviting to the business versus just the products, which is terrific. Just getting started in Border, I can truly see that club exploding with the mindset she has. So congratulations, Whitney. That's amazing. All right, you guys. So in summary, we have events, we have the STS, we have online options, we have Zoom, we have videos that you can send, we have the live in-person HOMs at the club. We have all of these opportunities to expose the business. Which one is your favorite? Which one are you going to be using? We have an opportunity right this weekend, right? So make sure that you're leveraging these amazing events that are already being put on, and invite like crazy to help you. But then you don't just leave it there, right? You follow up, you're taking action, you're scheduling those shadowing and discovery meetings. You're gonna make sure that they're crystal clear on the expectations, on the culture. You're gonna become distributors, your team is gonna grow, you're gonna plug them into your team's system and help them qualify for DAP as We Are Wellness Coaches First. What I think is really critical to know is that if you aren't inviting to the business, inviting to these HOMs, or you're just solely focused on inviting to the products, your opportunity to advance past World Team is just not in the cards anytime soon. So if you're really looking to move forward, this is critical on your success to build your team. All right, so with that, I really want to get into a little bit more about these promotions. So as we're filling our funnels, we're exposing the opportunity. Herbalife is so smart, you guys. The work that we're already doing to build our businesses, they're just going to reward us even more. So the work we're already willing to do, they're just giving us more and more stuff. So I'm going to go over a lot of the things going on with Herbalife right now, but I'm just going to go over a little bit at a time. So if you at any time you're like, hey, I want more details, just know that you can always go to myherbalife.com to really get the full details on all of these promotions. And don't forget too that while you're qualifying for these promotions, LDW VIP is still in the cards for this month. So think about hitting some multiple promotions all at once. Okay, so I'm going to get started with first the Rise and Fall promotion. And the qualification period is starting this month and it runs through November. Okay, so what is it? This is increasing your total DV, so your total documented volume, from your baseline each month during the 3 consecutive months of the qualification period, okay? So what it looks like is your baseline was set in August. So make sure you're crystal clear on what that baseline is. Don't just assume, oh, I'm not sure. Like, write it all down and know exactly where you stand. So you can see if your baseline was 600 for if you're a non-supervisor, your DV is 1200, 1100, or 1250, then congratulations, you've qualified. So non-supervisors, you increase your baseline by 500 per month for 3 consecutive months. Supervisors and above, 1,000 increase 3 months in a row. Okay, so you get some really cool gifts there. You can see you get the branded backpack, you get just amazing, cool stuff that everyone wants. So this is an amazing promotion. We also have That's a Wrap promotion. Qualification is August 1st through December 31st, okay? And you guys, this is so cool. Look at this, how cute it is. The blanket and the thermos, it just is so awesome. So this is where you're really mentoring your distributors to qualify for DAP. So you'll receive this gift that's so just, perfect for winter in Minnesota, to be transparent. So it'll be perfectly preparing you. So this is how you're qualifying. Remember, sponsor 2 or more distributors between August and October and help them qualify for DAP. Once they qualify, you'll receive the tumbler and the blanket. Quick reference, DAP, how to qualify, 250 by 3 or 500 by 3 in terms of months. You can always check out My Herbalife if you need more details on DAP. All right, so we have the Motivate and Activate promotion, August through December. So this is where you get the cool bag that originally we weren't going to be able to be eligible for, but then Herbalife decided, hey, why don't we also let our distributors qualify for this cool bag? So build your preferred member base and be rewarded. You're going to sponsor 2 new preferred members. You're going to motivate them and encourage them and coach them through to qualify for any of the ongoing preferred member promotions during the qualification period. So how cool is this? You can help them earn the bag and you get the bag. You can match and be twinsies. When they qualify, they'll receive an exciting reward too. So just wanted to set the reference here for the PM promotions, quick reference. You can go to My Herbalife. You can go and scroll to events and promotions. And under promotions, there's the preferred member promotions link that you can click on, and it will show you all the active promotions eligible for your PMs. These are just a couple that are going on right now. Summer on Ice ends this month, and then the See Through It as well. All right, and then you guys, this one is, I'm so excited for. It's just so cool. Herbalife just keeps giving and giving. The 40th anniversary promotion is so cool. It's September through December. And here is the goods. You can earn all of so many different awards, okay? So also right now there is a link out available where you can actually go and pre-pick what your gifts are going to be. If you do that, you get an additional gift, so you might as well. And what's cool is then you know exactly what you're going for, and you know like exactly how many volume points you know, and you've already predetermined what you're gonna get. So you're gonna say, hey, I made a decision, I'm going to do this. It just gives you a little bit more power in the push. Okay, so what's really cool is that you receive 1 reward for each level. So if you hit gold, you also get silver and you also get bronze. Okay, so you're eligible for 4 gifts if you do the pre-pick too. So it's just like Herbalife's like, here you go. I have all of these amazing gifts. You might as well qualify. Okay, so who is eligible? All right, all 2019 active supervisors or fully qualified supervisors who qualify active supervisor during the qualification period. Okay, so that means active supervisor means completed between January and December, and that's fully qualified, okay? So how to qualify. Bronze, you get a minimum of 3,000 volume points documented per month in any of the 3 months. So what's cool about this is that, let's say you got 3,000 and missed a month, but then you hit 3,000 2 more months in a row, you still qualify, okay? So it just has to be 3 of the 4. It's not necessarily consecutive, but you might as well just be consistent and really try for the entire time. Silver is 3,500 documented volume and gold is 5,000. Okay, and you can kind of see some of the gifts listed there. Did you guys already go on and do this? Did you guys pick what gifts you want? What did you guys pick? I'm kind of interested to see. I know what I picked. Okay, so we have so many cool things. So what it means is that it's time for action, okay? So like I said, we also have LDW qualifications rocking right now. So what's cool about this is that what do you want to go for? Okay, so let's say the 40th anniversary is 3,000, but let's say the Fall to Rise is a higher documented volume. Go for whichever one is higher, because then you're gonna automatically qualify for both. Make sense? Go for the higher one, be consistent with your business, and you will qualify for multiple promotions. So it makes it a little bit easier, okay? So lay it all out in front of you, and I highly encourage you to write this down and write out exactly what you need, your baseline, understanding what you need. Is it, if you're going for a gold 5,000, but let's say it's 5,000, but last month your documented volume was 7,500, so that means you should be going for 8,500, yes? So you're going for the highest volume so you can qualify for all of it, all right? So what's really cool about that is that you're qualifying for many at a time. You're also filling your funnel. So during this time with the volume, you're getting new PMs, you're qualifying for new PMs, you're helping your distributors go through DAP, which really means that you're growing. Utilize the tactics that you heard tonight about inviting to the HOMs so you can really grow both sides of your business, the products and the distributors. Okay, so really what this is helpful for is maybe you struggle with goal setting. This is it, you guys. This is your fourth quarter goals set for you. Herbalife does such an amazing job. They are thinking about exactly what achievable but fun goals are, and they just love to really reward you for your hard work. So it's such an incredible company. I hope you guys truly take some time and plan it all out, write it all out, and don't be afraid to share your goals because it just keeps you a little bit more accountable. So I hope this was helpful. Hope you learned some stuff about HOMs, about all the incredible promotions. I am going to hand it on over for personal development with Miss Yulala.
Hi, thank you, Kat. That was freaking awesome. Thanks for explaining the promos. I'm super excited. So excited. All right, so today I'm gonna go over personal development. And for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Eula and I'm from Shakopee. My product results are down 40 pounds. And I am just trying to get trying to share my screen here. Give me one moment. All right. All right, can you guys see my screen? All right, can you guys see my screen? Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. All right, awesome. All right, you guys, so I'm super excited. Again, I said my name is Eula. I'm down 40 pounds. Before Herbalife, I was a tired and overweight waitress, and I was faking my energy. Now I have real natural energy, thanks to Liftoff. So today I'll be covering personal development, and the first thing that I would like to cover about is what will they think? So when it comes to your business and just life in general, this is my favorite subject to talk about because I'm very passionate about standing for what's right. And we have discussed this in the past. So someone else's opinion of how you're doing or what you're doing is none of your business. Other people's opinions will still steal your power away. And all you can do is try your best. So when it comes to my business, the way and not just my business, but my life decisions outside of the business, people will always not agree with you with the choices that you make, especially if you know that you're making the right choice for yourself. People will always have an opinion. And so how are you going to deal with that? How are you going to deal with your friends and your family when you present this business opportunity and they shy away from you or they're not supportive? Don't let them steal your power away. Don't let them steal your dream. When other people's opinions and expectations start to dictate your actions, you're lost. Your hope, your dreams, your sense of self, it all gets lost. So again, don't let anybody steal your dreams. Assuming that someone is going to think the worst of you when you have no real evidence to back it up isn't about them, and it's about you. So really, is this about when you allow people to control like what they think about you, it creates that self-doubt, which is why we need personal development to back up what we believe in. So on my slideshow here, you're letting them control your life and you don't even know if they really have one. So people will find ways to steal your power, steal your dreams. And so it's very important that you have a strong mental thought process when it comes to what you believe in, especially when it comes to your dreams and your goals with your business. So this is very important because as you learn through our trainings, we have one this weekend. You're going to hear our guest speakers. They always have a story to tell. And not everybody has a pretty story to begin with. And it always has something to do with other people's opinions, how they're trying to downplay your business because they don't believe in Herbalife, but we do. So don't let them steal your dream away from you. So, and then also when you're blaming it on them, in reality, it's so that you don't have to take that responsibility. So this leads to you on the inside. How strong are you on the inside? How free are you? You get to choose your attitude. I have a couple of notes that I've taken from training and from reading. Some quotes here. The choice to have a great attitude is something that nobody nor circumstance can take away from you, from Zig Ziglar. And this one from our Prez team, Pat Van B. Every day we have the power, so choose to have a positive one. This is so important. Earlier, I think, was it Whitney, when you were talking about like when you're going to the club, the way you present yourself at the club, the way you dress, the way you present yourself. Nobody wants to come into a club and be like, you know, this person has no energy. You know, are you going to choose to have a tired and negative energy, or are you going to choose to be positive and ignite that energy onto others? We're really big at that, with that at 10th and Main. So we all go to the club every day and we choose to have a positive attitude. Changing the way that you think. What do I have to do versus what can I do? These are some notes that I took away from Pat and Julie too, last year in November. And I think that it's really cool that now that we are doing our focus group calls with you guys now. So I do take notes and I do look back on them. Don't have a complaining attitude. Nobody ever wants to hear anybody complaining about life sucks. My business sucks. Well, if your business sucks, look at yourself in the mirror. What are you doing? So you really, really had to take a look at yourself and see are you the problem? And usually it is, but what are you doing? If you're not following your 90-day plan, then that's probably why you're not where you're at. Don't let your past determine your future. Everybody has a past. I have a past. A lot of you guys don't know my story, but you know, my children are grown now, and I've gone through a different kind of past where, you know, I had to stay positive all my life just to make it. And now I can apply that to my business. Most winners are just rainbows that you just can't see yet. We're all rainbows, you guys. Some of us aren't there yet, and some you can't see us yet because we're not where we're at. But deep down, we're all a rainbow, and that's something that I wrote down. I think it was last year too, and Dr. Fabrizio came to train. I thought that was really cool too. Heather Halsey, do you value yourself? This was really, really deep. Procrastination is linked with low self-esteem. This is a really cool, I love it when Heather in the leather trains. She is so powerful and straight to the point. If you guys follow me on social media, I focus and talk about self-love a lot, and I feel like this has a lot to do with procrastination. When you are sitting down with your mentor, figuring out this 90-day plan, are you actually doing it? Maybe you have self-doubt. Maybe you haven't overcome that self-confidence, and it all has to do with your self-esteem. And believe it or not, sometimes people come into this business, they don't have the best self-image, but remember, we have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's all part of personal development. The more action that you do, the less procrastination is going to happen. So love yourself, grow that self-esteem, do whatever it takes to apply any type of personal development that you can. that you know that will make you become a better person, a more confident person, and you got to love yourself. So this is very important when building your business. You have to be or come off at least confident. And when I say that you're coming off confident, I'm not saying that you have to act it out. It's all part of growing. Everybody is gonna get to a part where we're gonna be uncomfortable with what we're doing, whether it's going on stage, whether it's sharing your results on our focus group calls, whether you're out there just talking to people, inviting them, offering them the business opportunity. Your self-esteem will grow as long as you step outside of that comfort zone. So I think that is really, really important when it comes to building this business. And the last thing that I would like to touch on is, in conclusion, what are you going to work on? Are you gonna, do you notice that you have a poor attitude? And you're like, oh, maybe Eula's talking about me. I need to work on my attitude. When I go to the club, how is my attitude? When I am at training, whether it's a HOM, whether it's a weight loss face-to-face challenge, whether it's at our extravaganza, any types of training, how is my attitude? Do I show up? Do I want to give off this yucky and just like yucky attitude, negativity, or do I want to give off that positive vibe? That's why we have products. And if you feel that way, maybe you need to be on more products, you guys. Liftoff usually does the trick. Or for me and Mary, Total Control and Liftoff, yeah, that works wonders for her. We had fun today. Know your why. We always talk about this, you guys. I feel like knowing your why, a great analogy that comes to mind is Herbalife is kind of like going to college, you guys. Your why changes. For me, it has always been providing for my kids. For those of you who don't have kids, maybe you guys want to build an income where you can provide for your future family. So get with your mentor and figure out what your why is. Get with your spouse and figure out what your why is, or whoever your significant other is. If you're a single parent like me, you don't have a husband or you don't have a boyfriend, talk to your children. Like, hey, kids, I'm building this Herbalife business, figure something out. Talk to if your kids are old enough. I keep assuming that everybody's kids are old like mine. But, I'm very close to my children, so I always talk about my why with them. And that's probably why I'm bringing it up, because maybe you're in that situation too. So self-love, again, are you going to work on loving yourself? Or do you matter when you look in the mirror? How much do you really love yourself when you're actually looking in the mirror? A lot of self-talk works, you guys. And we always talk about this too. Are you going to work on trusting the process? I am. You guys, October marks my 3 years in Herbalife. And I am trusting the process every freaking day, you guys. I am world team, but I need to grow a team. But am I going to give up? No. I stay positive. I figure out what my why is. I probably have the most self-love you can ever think of. If you guys really get to know me, I really love me, and I know that I'm worthy. Now I just need to trust the process. I just need to focus on my business and get outside of my comfort zone and work on actually offering the opportunity more often than I have ever been. So that's what I'm going to work at. What are you going to work on? And being consistent. It gets brought up so much, you guys, but it's so true. You got to be consistent. We fall off. We'll get back on. So after tonight, what are you going to do? Are you going to work on your attitude? Are you going to figure out what your why really is? It's like college. Everything always changes. Kids always don't know what their major is going to be. And then they're always changing their major. And then they don't want to go to school. They take a year off. Do you want to run your business like that? Or do you want to figure out your why and stay consistent and trust the process? So another really cool story that I wanted to share with you guys before we end the night is I think Pat and Julie, you guys actually brought up this analogy about the how the airplane was created by the Wright brothers. And so I wanted to talk, I remember taking notes from this, and it was so powerful because there's this guy that was given $50,000 from the Army. His name is Langley. Well, last name is Langley. And he was pretty much given $50,000 with like the best technology, at least, resource back then. And he wasn't successful because, again, his why was he wanted to make money, versus the Wright brothers. When they invented the plane, they paid for everything out of pocket there with, whatever they could figure out. They figured it out, and they trusted the process, and they were consistent, and they actually were the ones that was able to build a plane that could fly. And that's the kind of attitude that you want to have. You don't want to just be given something and then just expect it to like work. Like a really cool example too is this weekend we're gonna have our guest speaker. He is it second generation to Prez team to his mother. Like when his mom gave him this business opportunity, do you think that she just handed it down to him and then he just like became president's team? Like he had to go through the process that she did too. She didn't just hand down this torch and say, hey, take over. So it's kind of the same thing, so are you going to do that, or are you going to work hard, trust the process, and be consistent? So after today, I would like you guys to think about what you're going to work on, and it doesn't have to be something that is from my bullet points here. So tonight I would like for you guys to figure out what you want to work on, and then the next time that I see you guys at training, if you guys want to share with me, that's fine, so that's all that I have for tonight for personal development. Thank you for letting me share. And tonight I get the pleasure of closing everybody out. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys all this weekend. Make sure that you guys get there bright and early for our training this Saturday. And me and Mary are actually going to be doing product training, so we need all the love and support from you guys. So that's it, guys. Thank you. Let me get out of the sharing.
Awesome. Great job, Eula.